always be friends. If I moved, we would all move. It was gonna be all cool until one day my mom decided to quit doing drugs and make a home for baby thugs. So we picked up and moved, and I didn't even get to say goodbye. Rolling down the street, screaming and crying. I wasn't complying, I was only denying the facts of life. It wasn't time, cause I felt that I wasn't finished yet. A young space cadet. I just didn't expect changes like this to happen. Mom sat me down, calmed me down, wiped my nose, told me that time changes, son, for better or worse. But the story goes on, it goes on. It's just the beginning. What? Time changed friends, time made men, time made us see what wasn't meant to be. Now we're enemies, unexplainable to most, but it's a ghost that we can't see. Time changes, man. Time changes, man. Time changes. Time changes. Time changes. Time changes friends. Time made men. Time made us see what wasn't meant to be. Now we're enemies, unexplainable to most, but it's a ghost that we can't see. Time changes, man. Ready for war. Ain't ready for this seed to grow. My name is Joshua, aka Josiah, a natural leader, yeah, a real survivor. No doubt I'm gonna ride miles, was always by my side, even when Pops left, he never said bye. Now I'm turning 5, and now there's another guy. Swear to God I'll kill him if he makes my mama cry. I feel like I gotta protect her, she gave birth to me. She even read me stories while twisting up the green. Get high and go to sleep, have peaceful dreams. Didn't have to worry about what the world would do to me until I grew up. And now I look at this shit. Mama working 2 jobs, man, I still threw fits. Sorry for it, but mama, time changes. Time changes, y'all. Hell yeah. Now I'm grown up, struggling, but doing good. Trying to get some cheddar off music if I could, and I will. It's only a matter of time. So I'm waiting for time to change while I'm writing this rhyme. Time changed friends, time made men, time made us see what wasn't meant to be. Now we're enemies, unexplainable to ghosts, but it's a ghost that we can't see. Time changes, man. Time changes, man. Time changes. Time changes. Time changes friends, time made men, time made us see what wasn't meant to be. Now we're enemies, unexplainable to most, but it's a ghost that we can't see. Time changes. Time don't stop. Don't stand in one spot, y'all. You know what's happening, what up, what it do, that's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, dawg? What up, dawg? What up, dawg? What's going on to the people, to my people? How you doing? Aggie, yeah, hell yeah, it's cold out here. It's cold as hell. It's cold. It's cold. I don't want to work. I was gonna cam up, but I gotta fix my set. I don't know what's going on. But hell yeah, it's cold. We got a blizzard in the D-ski, y'all. It was a blizzard. It isn't so much a blizzard, but it's still cold. It's a blizzard in the D-ski. Shout out to One Half Records, J-Dub and Blaze One. Shout out to y'all. Time changes, man. Y'all don't stand in one spot, cause time ain't gonna stop. I'm very grateful. It's been a great day. It always is smooth and cool for your girl. So let me start it off with this. Time changes, man. Time changes. Time changes. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. You heard me say it. You can't say I didn't. This is recorded. It's live. It's in the description. It's pinned in the chat. You can't sue your girl, Big JJ. Well, you could try, but it'll be dismissed. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. A salute. I see you too, man. Salute to you. Eggy said, what up, though, Big J? Hell yeah. She said, is it cold out here? Yeah, it's real cold. And she said, time changes. Yeah, time does change, y'all.
whether we like it or not. You know what I'm saying? hmm So yeah, let me shout out to my replay gang. Don't be scared. And to my bush watchers, yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Make sure you take that finger, whatever finger it may be, lift it up real cool, like real fucking smooth, like, and tap that thumbs up button for your girl. Yeah, it'll take 2 seconds for your girl. Sorry, y'all. Um, can y'all hear me all right? Can y'all hear me good? We good? Mic check. Yeah, am I low or loud? I've been a couple people let me know that it's been hard the couple last lives to hear me. So Aggie, how am I sounding? Aggie with the wrench. Let me know. Let your girl know, please. Aggie with the wrench. So how yeah, guys? Oh, someone got in an accident already. That's what that means. You hear the sirens? Yep. Okay, it's running. Um, do 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 do. Yeah, so yeah, I got some really good news today. Friday, December the 12th. I can't wait for you to come. Woo! It's been like a relief off a girl's chest. Man, yes, that's all I'm gonna say. God is good. God is good. God is good. I cannot wait till the 12th. Time changes. That's why I played that song. Cause things are gonna be changing in every direction, in every which way. And your girl can't wait. And it's all for the better for me. I cannot wait. Times are definitely changing in a great way. And I hope times are changing for all of you out there in the most greatest, happiest, smoothest, coolest, truest way it could ever. Wishing nothing but greatness for you all. I do. So, yeah. So, you know, let's see what's going on in the world today. Are we adding any scratches and shit, you know? We gonna find out. Let's see what's going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Time changes, man. Time changes. It's a ghost that we can't see. Hey, you know? Time. Time. Time, y'all. Time. It can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. But it don't stop. Yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all, today. I don't know in America. A lot. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where are we gonna start? It's so dang cold. All right, we're gonna start with this one. Let me pause it. Oop. Ah, no. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Yeah, my nose is rosy red right now because I've been outside and my hands are cold. That's why. That's why I'm sniffling. I gotta blow my nose, but perfect timing. I'm about to share the screen. Let's listen up. Yeah.
you could reach 3 billion more readers. If you've written a book and
thought he was being funny when he posted a TikTok about shooting up a school, but as you can well imagine, it's not a laughing matter, and now he faces possible prison time. Let's get to Fox News' Charlie Langton. He has a story from St. Clair Shores tonight.
So you think you could make a fake TikTok video of, shooting up a school? Something like, this, for example? Well, apparently this little TikTok video caught the attention of the FBI, which then contacted the Michigan State Police, which then contacted the St. Clair Shores Police, and they started investigating a guy named Joel Edwards. He's 20 years old, and apparently at one point he was targeting this school, Masonic Heights Elementary School here in St. Clair Shores. Well, as it turns out, Mr. Edwards was on probation for a separate crime. In fact, he's a three-time felon. This was in September. So he violated his probation. He stayed in jail. And then last Friday, December, he was then arraigned on these new charges, a 10-year felony for attempting to shoot the school. Well, Prosecutor Pete Lucido not happy about this. He's got a warning for parents.
We've done everything. I've sent notices out to school administrators. Let us come in and talk to your children in the class. Those students need to hear firsthand what it is that is going to drive them to, in their mind, maybe not so much a crime, is a crime.
Joel Edwards was arraigned. He was given a $5 million bond. He'll be in court at the end of December. But obviously, this is taken very seriously, threats, even if you can't carry them out. Although Edwards apparently did have some weapons in his home. Not good. In St. Clair Shores, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5? Actually, yes. We're for a
Story on News at 5 for you. 7 suspects arrested in Decatur during an undercover sting targeting suspected child sex predators. Authorities say the operation has struck a blow against those seeking to exploit children. News 19 investigative reporter Dallas Parker joins us here in the studio with details released by investigators. We do want to warn our viewers, though, some of what they're about to hear, Dallas, may be disturbing.
That's right, Ben. At least 7 individuals are now in custody after a coordinated law enforcement operation in Decatur aimed at stopping adults who use the internet to solicit sex with kids. Police say the arrest came after undercover officers posed as those children in what they called their Home Alone operation. And those arrested reportedly tried to meet what they believed were kids for illicit sexual activity. Now, Decatur law enforcement officials say they launched the sting after receiving online tips about suspects attempting to arrange these encounters with kids. Over the course of the operation, officers made contact with multiple suspects, 7 of whom agreed to meet what they believed were those kids online. Now, charges for solicitation of a minor and related sex offense counts are pending against all 7 of those arrested. They do, like I said, they face serious felony charges, and officials say they expect more arrests as the investigation continues. So you're going to see the 7 people here on your screen. The 7 arrested include, but are not limited to, individuals from across the Decatur area, 1 man from as far as Cleveland, Alabama. They now remain in custody under felony charges, including traveling to meet a child for unlawful sex act, electronic solicitation of a child, and others. Now, authorities say the arrests were the result of online chats and arranged meetups where the suspects believed that they were dealing with those kids that they wanted to meet. Now, investigators warn the public this is a stark reminder that predators often lurk online under the guise of anonymity, but law enforcement can and will catch them. So if you or someone you know sees suspicious online behavior involving kids, you are urged to contact your local police department.
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get
Don't you wish you could make the stress of hosting a webinar magically disappear?
Tonight we're learning more about the months leading up to the death of Charity Powell Bialis and her 2 young children.
3 deaths were reported on Wednesday in Bonanza, which is just south of Fort Smith. Court records outline a domestic violence case and a divorce filing earlier this year.
5 News reporter Bo Russell is here now with a closer look at that timeline. Bo?
Hey, Morgan. Hey, Darren. Well, I've been going through police reports, court documents, and talking with Charity's family. We're learning tonight that the day before Charity and her 6-year-old twins were found dead in her home, she was in court for her final divorce hearing. Court records show that on February 16th, Charity Powell Bialis called police reporting that her husband, Dr. Randall Bialis, assaulted her inside their home.
On February 16th, my son-in-law choked my daughter in front of her children, drug her down the steps, and he was arrested.
Bialis initially faced 4 charges and ultimately pleaded guilty to 1. On March 5th, Charity filed for divorce in Sebastian County. In that complaint, she asked for sole custody of the twins and wrote that there had been a history of violence in the home. Today, I spoke with Arkansas State Senator Terry Rice, who confirmed Charity came to him for help earlier this year, telling him she feared for her life and her kids.
If it hadn't been for him, she'd have probably been dead before now. But Senator Rice done everything he could.
On Tuesday, December 2nd, Charity and her husband met in Sebastian County Court for the final hearing in their divorce case. The next day, police found Charity and her twins shot dead inside their Bonanza home. On Thursday, a day after that discovery, Bialis and his attorneys filed a motion to dismiss the divorce. Charity's family says they still have not heard from law enforcement.
I had to contact the sheriff in another county that I know through high school to get him to even confirm that my daughter was dead. They would not even confirm to me that my daughter and grandchildren were dead.
The Sebastian County Sheriff's Office says they have not identified any suspects in this case, but also say they haven't ruled anyone out. Today, I asked the Sebastian County Circuit Clerk for documents related to the Bialis final divorce hearing. She directed me to the state's online court record system, but there are no entries from that hearing. I've also reached out to the office of Judge Shannon Blatz, who presided over the divorce, but have not yet received a response. Senator Rice tells me he believes it's important this case has as many eyes on it as possible to make sure justice is served. I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
You know that moment when you have a brilliant idea and think, wow, this app or website could
From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
Happening right now, police are on the scene of a deadly shooting. This is in southwest Atlanta. We'll have the latest on the investigation.
And an argument at a Bojangles ends in deadly gunfire. We are live with the details as the suspect prepares to face a judge.
Good morning, everyone. Good Monday morning. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Alex Whitler. I really hope you guys had a great weekend. I know we sure did.
Yeah, it was cold, though.
It was, but we collected a lot of toys at the Great Toy Drop. Thank you guys for participating. Let's talk about that weather, though, because it's not pretty out there these days, Joanne.
Just waiting to see some sun. It's got to be out there, right?
It popped out for like a minute yesterday.
Yeah, did it? I missed it.
And I think that might be about the most that we can do today, too. There is going to be a day this week where it finally changes around for us, but look at this view in Atlanta. The visibility at ground level is okay. It's not as bad as it was yesterday from a fog perspective, but there's a lot of low-hanging clouds out there. The clouds lingering.
Check Sky Fox traffic now. We're watching heavy delay 3 from the northern suburbs.
Cornell Boulevard.
In on 85 from Gwinnett County.
It's 8:02, and we're working to learn more about a deadly shooting in southwest Atlanta. This happened around 6 this morning on Cornell Boulevard. Authorities say one person is dead, and right now there's no word on what sparked the gunfire or any information about a suspect. We have a crew on the scene gathering more for us. We'll be sure to update you as soon as information becomes available.
Today, the man accused in a fatal shooting in the parking lot of a Palmetto Bojangles restaurant is expected in court.
Family members say the victim was trying to defend his daughter, who works at the...
Now to a new complaint out of Monroe County tonight involving a girls volleyball team and one of its players. It was filed by an upset parent who says his daughter competed against a transgender athlete and shared a locker room with her. Let's get live to Fox News' Camila Mary. She has more from Monroe with the very latest. And Camila, what's at issue here?
Well, large group of people gathered in front of the courthouse around 3 o'clock today, braved the cold temperatures to talk about this. Let's take a look at some video. A lot of the people at that group were local state politicians, parents, students, even just concerned citizens upset about this issue. Now, the incident in question happened this fall at Monroe High School. No one was aware of it at the time, but they found out after the fact. The formal complaint alleges a disregard for student privacy and competitive fairness, a failure to comply with safety protocols, and a violation of Title IX. Take a listen.
To imagine the nerves that already exist leading up to a big game day, and to couple that with the fear of knowing you are competing against a biological male and sharing a locker room space with a biological male is something that was once unimaginable. This was definitely very devastating for all of us girls. I think that, why was it? Well, because this person did disguise themselves to look like a female. So when we found out weeks after that there was another male in the same locker room as us, as we were changing and also playing against us, it caught everyone off guard.
Male versus male, female versus female, that's it. And when it comes to locker room, that should never happen. And any parent who allows that to happen, or faculty, whether it be an AD from any school, they should be 100% held accountable.
It's the same thing that they've been.
Let me pause it real quick and say this. I think that I don't think kids period should be changing with I don't think a group of girls should be getting dressed together at that age, especially at the adolescence and teenage years, and I don't think a group of dudes. I think that shit is weird in all aspects. I don't think that and you know, that's my opinion. And you know, I do agree, you know, I don't think that we should, like, you know, children, like, it's like taking it to another level when kids are trying to be transgender. You know, like, first, you know, it's one thing to be an adult and make your own choices and be able to be grown, but as a kid, I don't know, it's just a hard topic, I guess, very hard. But my opinion is, I don't think that the school should allow any type of changing in front of each other, period. I don't care. That's my opinion. I just think it's not, in all aspects, I think it's a violation of privacy. Like, I remember gym class, like, I hated that shit. All of us girls in there, it didn't matter if it was, I don't care if it was a tranny or not. It was uncomfortable because I didn't have privacy at all. And they say, oh, it's for the shower. So then again, you want us to get butt booty naked in front of each other just because we got the same parts and shower when we're 14, 15, 16. Make it fucking make sense. I say no for everybody getting naked in front of everybody and changing. That's what I say. And that's my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. Now I'm going to go on mute and play the rest of the clip.
Been saying for the last 6 years, when they have nothing else to run on, whenever they make inflammatory politics to get everybody all riled up because they can't come across with real policies that are going to help everyday working people.
Now, we did reach out to the Department of Education, the Michigan High School Student Athletic Association, and of course, Monroe School Superintendent. So far, we have not heard back from them, but definitely a hot button issue. A lot of people have very strong feelings about this, very strong opinions. Of course, we'll continue to follow the track of this lawsuit and see where it goes in the days and weeks ahead. Reporting live in Monroe, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
And as they figure out this past incident, have they changed anything moving forward if something like this was to happen again, where a situation like this introduced itself, as to how they would try to figure this out or handle it next time?
Well, they say, you know, it's an isolated incident. This was kind of a unique situation because the trans athlete was actually playing for the competition, the competing school, but they were in the same locker room as the women, the female athletes for Monroe High School. Usually that's not done. So I don't think this is a standard operating procedure, but this is definitely something that they're looking into. It's been brought to everyone's attention, but so far, no changes in protocols.
All right, Camille and Mary for us live tonight in Monroe. Thank you.
I'm gonna say this too. They're so quick to fucking jump on it when this shit. But what about all these fucking teachers on the news? Where do we see the groups of fucking parents bitching at? Like, get real. That's my opinion. Get fucking real. Get real. I want to see more parents at them schools where the principals are fucking passing around kitty orange and doing whatever they want. Man, I don't see. Man, go protest that shit. That shit's crazy to me. That shit's crazy to me. I cannot stand that shit. I can't. No change. No change. We haven't came to common ground. Okay. Because there's never going to be common ground. There's not. That's crazy to me. Like, again, I don't see no teacher. I don't see no motherfucking parents in East Point right now protesting. I just played the clip about the guy. Oh, he got let out on bond as well, the principal. Ain't no motherfucking parents doing a motherfucking press conference about that. Weird ass motherfuckers. I can't stand it here. Alright, I'm done. I'm going back on mute.
Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and open it.
Also breaking, a Detroit teenager has been charged as an adult in a triple homicide that left a 5-year-old dead. It was last weekend when a man, woman, and her 5-year-old son, Caleb Harris, were found dead in a home on Detroit's west side. Now 16-year-old Malcolm Ray Hardy faces several charges, including 3 counts of felony murder. A warrant request for a second teenager was denied because there is insufficient evidence to charge him, and he's now been released. Hardy's arraignment is set for March 1st.
First off, I just want to say sorry to the family of the victim. I wish the situation would have played out like that. I never thought that my choices and decisions would have affected so many people. No mother deserves to bury her son, and no mother deserves to see her son changed. My bad choice led to a lose-lose situation for me, my family, and the family of the victim. I understand that Paul's mom won't get to hug her son again. I won't be able to hug mine for a while, and my mom won't be able to hug me for a while, so it's a sad situation. But in favor of my grandparents and my parents, I just want it to be known that, my family didn't raise me to be a bad person, or that I'm not even that type of person. The lifestyle that I chose to live put me in a situation that was just played out negatively. I was 16 at the time of the incident. I was young, angry, full of pride, caught in the streets and in the middle of gangs and all type of other stuff. And I felt like, that was the best choice for me to make. But today I don't think that was the best choice. I only thought of me and not other people. There were other ways to resolve the situation. But I take the full responsibility for my actions and I regularly face the consequences. I'm going to use my time to make me a better person and not let my time bring me down. It's just the only question I have is, if I was the one dead, would I still be viewed as such a bad person? Will my family get sympathy or justice? I always think about what about the mother of Keon? It's been 4 years, she hasn't gotten justice or peace of mind because the killer of her son still walks free. The situation on July 12th could easily have my mother in the same situation. So just to my brother, Jamar, and everybody, everybody around my age and other people that I be with, the life that we was living, being in gangs and all that other stuff, it ain't worth 16 years or a death, because eventually you be put in a situation and there's severe consequences that come with that. But to my family, I just want to say, don't cry, this isn't a funeral. My life is far from over. They can lock my body, but they can't lock my mind. It's going to be a long tunnel I have to walk through, but I always stay focused at the light at the end and always keep smiling on my face like always. I love y'all and I'm going to miss y'all a lot. To my brothers and sisters, I love y'all. Just always remember me. To my mom, to Sincere, I apologize for all what y'all do. Sincere, I love you and TJ forever. Y'all my family, y'all motivate me to keep me focused on getting through the situation. I'm gonna miss y'all every day. Take care of my son for me. Once again, I apologize to the family of the victim and to my family, to all the ones that kept it solid, all the ones that really love me and care about me. I love y'all and they know it. I'm gonna always keep a smile on my face.
If you have Snap or Medicaid, you may qualify for a free iPhone or Samsung plus up to 10 gigabytes of data. Apply online in just 2 minutes. We'll ship it.
Listen to this. 2 teenagers in Florida have been arrested and charged with first-degree premeditated murder in the fatal shooting of 14-year-old Danica Troy, which took place in a wooded area. Police also saying her remains were set on fire and believe the killing was the result of a fight between the victim and one of the suspects on social media. Danica's mom says the 2 boys lured her into the woods. Quote, Gabe pretended to have feelings for her. That's how she was lured. I still need answers. I'm just left asking why. She just wanted to be in love. Family therapist Tom Kirsting joins me now. Tom, my goodness. I mean, we wanted to have you on to help us digest this because this is every parent's worst nightmare on both sides, both victim and perpetrator. And generally speaking, because we don't know the dynamics of the families that these suspects were involved in, but how do 2 young people, 2 teenagers, how do they go from being young kids, innocent, to this act of violence that they're being accused of?
Well, almost inevitably, Carly, it is the family dynamics. We don't have the background yet, but I'm going to tell you what it is. All right, just some experience. So both of these young boys definitely have something known as conduct disorder. So if you're under the age of 18, that would be the diagnosis. For individuals over the age of 18, it's antisocial personality disorder. And people with these traits have violent tendencies, criminal-like behaviors, and inevitably come from a very dysfunctional household. So we're definitely going to hear more about the background of the household. But kids that are raised in a loving, caring environment often do not go down this path. And this is the extreme version, where they take this young lady, this young girl, into the woods and in a premeditated way and shoot her and then burn her alive.
Burn her.
Yeah, you're talking about 2 very, very disturbed individuals.
I mean, and you look at the images, they're mug shots. Interesting that they were released 14 and 16 years old. And you could see in their faces, they're children. I mean, they're babies, and they're being accused of committing this horrific act of violence. Have you ever heard of or seen anything like this before?
I have, not to this level. It's certainly not common, like in my profession where you're dealing with this kind of stuff. But over my career, I have seen things like this. It's maybe the worst. And like, you look at and they're showing the mug shots of teenagers, which is usually unusual. And the one kid, Gabriel, who's got like his eyebrows shaved.
Yeah.
I read another background part of the accomplice where when he came home, he told his mom, I was outside having a cigarette. Right, this is a 14-year-old. Oh, Mom, I'm outside having a cigarette. Yeah. So what does that tell you right there?
Yeah, right. That was his excuse for being out late at night. And one of the details that stood out to me in this case is that social media was involved. Apparently, this girl had a falling out with one of the suspects and on social media and insulted him, calling him worthless and a gangbanger. So what does that tell you there?
Yeah, well, social media, we've talked about this a million times. Social media is in the forefront of kids' minds. It's shaping them mentally and emotionally. Now, is it going to lead to this kind of activity? No. This kind of activity, this murder, definitely the step number 1 is it goes right back on the foundation of this family. I already know. I don't know anything about it, but I do at the same time. But yes, social media will play a role, further fuel this disturbed individual's mind, his actions, and everything that he's done. And the result is we have a young 14-year-old beautiful girl that's not going to.
I mean, she really should be the focus here, and she's gone, and her mom is left mourning, and it just breaks your heart to hear what she said about she just wanted to be in love.
Yeah.
She got a message and said, oh, maybe one of these boys likes me, and we just had a social media falling out, and now she's gone forever, and her mom will forever miss her. When it comes to these 2 suspects, is there any reforming them? Should we be asking that question?
That's going to be difficult. I mean, they are young. I think they're going to be reformed in a prison, charged as adults, if you want my opinion on it. And they're also said in the story that they had some run-ins with the law. All right, I'd like to see what those run-ins were, because I guarantee that there were more than just run-ins, and there were many of them.
Yeah, so there's nature and nurture, and you're saying that nurture is a deep element when it comes to forming a child.
Without question. I think in this situation, that's probably the biggest factor behind all of this.
It is so sad. And then you also think about the other case out of Florida with Anna Kepner and the 16-year-old stepbrother being, hasn't been accused yet, but is a suspect in her murder. I don't know if 2 cases of teenagers is a trend, but there's certainly something going on with young people and young men in our society
aggression,
right now.
the violence, and I think a lot of that is social media driven because what are they exposed to?
Yeah, Tom, thank you so much for breaking.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5? Actually, yes. We're Fora, the modern travel agency, and we are
community in Pittsfield Township, the scene of a horrific crime. Just after 12 o'clock Friday morning, police responding to this condo on Breckland Drive, where an 82-year-old man, an 81-year-old woman, and their dog had been stabbed. Despite surgery to try to save her life, the woman did not survive.
I don't know what to even think. It's a tragedy.
I'm in shock and absolutely devastated for the family. They're just nice people.
The woman was an avid gardener and professional violinist. Police say the 82-year-old man is in stable condition. The dog, a golden retriever named Isabel, was rushed to the vet, badly hurt.
We see the gentleman, he's usually sitting outside, and his puppy is, it's a big old golden retriever, and he's always throwing, ball to the puppy, and or the dog's got his little toy out here every day.
Police say the suspect was naked when the attack happened. He's a 40-year-old man who lives nearby but does not appear to know the victims. Police say just before the home invasion, the suspect had a physical altercation with his own family and left. He ended up here and went in the front door, which appears to have been unlocked. Police say there was no sign of forced entry.
It's a really safe neighborhood. All of the community is really nice. It's quiet, it's peaceful. Everyone's really friendly and kind to one another. This seems like it's a horrible outlier of an event. And I'm devastated for the family.
Police arrested the suspect at another nearby home when the residents called 911 to report someone knocking on their door. Police calling the case random and unusual. It's not clear if drugs or alcohol were involved. The suspect is expected to be arraigned on Saturday. In Pittsfield Township, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.
Now, we all know good and damn well drugs, and shit were involved. They know that is not normal motherfucking human activity. They watch them try to blame it on mental illness, like I was talking about the other night. Nah, that dude was on some shit. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, why do you have to take your clothes off and do it? Like, and everybody just heard the news lady agreeing with me. Something the fuck is going on. She said it one way, I say it the other way. Like, it might be end times coming soon. Shit, man, because this shit doesn't not make no motherfucking sense. And it does start at the home. Back to my live when we talked about the gentle parenting. I don't believe in that. It's called no parenting, gentle parenting. My ass, man. These kids are they don't even care to disappoint their parents. That was the point. Like, they don't even, like, that's like, in a sense, they have no empathy already at a young age, and it's only going to grow bigger, if not, and then dude says that they're going to get rehabilitated in prison. Since when? There's no real rehabilitation in prison. You can get more rugs in the penitentiary than you can out here in the streets. So miss me with that bullshit. I don't believe that. The craziest shit. This shit crazy. Ain't no real, that's why there's no, because my bad, y'all. So what I was saying, if there was really some real rehabilitation going on, we wouldn't have so many repetitive offenders. And I'm talking about repetitive. And they, they say once you really get in that system, it's very, very hard to get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I can say from my experience, like I had my little bump-ins with the law, and I'm talking about little, and I did, the longest I ever sat in jail was for a probation violation when I was 17, 21 days, and I never went back. I did 5, 10, 21, and all before I was 18, and I never went back. Jail ain't cool to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people like think that shit's cool. They're like, yeah, like that shit ain't fucking cool. It ain't cool, nor is it attractive. It's like for a friend, for a brother, for my sister, for anyone I'm trying to be with, for my kids. Like that shit is not attractive, shorties. Like anybody, and that shit is not cool. That shit ain't cool. But again, if there was real rehabilitation going on in the penitentiaries, we wouldn't have so many repetitive offenders. And then again, it's like everyone wants to get mad about stereotypes. Well, it's like, well, quit fucking letting the statistics be the statistics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the words we use. Yeah, some will say, yeah, they're stereotyping. Well, I mean, don't be a spade, because the numbers match it. And I mean, just like in science class, we learn on the graphs, like it is what it is, and people want to try to fight it, but it's proven. It's proven. Just like again, the statistics about nurture and nurture, what he just said. And some people stereotype those people, but again, it is what the fuck it is. It's like we gotta educate ourselves to not worry about that aspect of it, so we can move happily in life, in my opinion. So, I mean, if I'm full of shit, you already know what to do. Drop the shit emoji on your girl. If I'm full of shit, you can do it. I won't offend me. I can take a little criticism, So I'm gonna mute now, and we're gonna play another clip. And before we play this one, I want to say this. This is Washtenaw County, and again, it's pretty big, but from Wayne County you can get to it fairly quickly. It's not like it's 2 hours, or you know what I'm saying. I don't like to measure distance and time, because distance is supposed to be measured in miles, and off the top of my head, I can't tell you how many miles precisely. So, but it's not far. It really ain't far. And this is what they have to say about their community, and I'm just thinking, it's like how the dynamics, the demographics, not dynamics, the demographics is crazy, because again, it's not that far, and it's like this is how they feel, and we're right next door, and it's just like it's just a everyday thing, like it's just like normal, like whatever, for Wayne County, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give Oakland and Macomb a little bit, they're better, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. But this is what they have to say.
An alarming murder rate this year has Washtenaw County on alert. The sheriff's office tells us 14 people have been killed, and 11 of those murders happened just after June 1st. 7 Action News reporter Alex Bozargian shows us how communities are coming together to come up with solutions.
Tonight's event was put on for the community by the community. At least 4 families of victims that were killed in Washtenaw County, not just this year, but in that June 1st to present time period, were out here today. They spoke to us about wanting the bloodshed to stop and not wanting to see any more mothers bury their children, especially so close to home and so close together.
You're with family. You're with family. Take your time.
Prospect Park was the site of a lot of pain Wednesday night. The community gathering and grieving the loss of not one or two or even three, but 14 lives lost since the start of the year, all in Washtenaw County.
We have a problem here. Families should not be losing young people in this community.
Sade Abdullah is here for her baby brother Tyrese Burks.
People don't realize how many family and people are actually affected by these deaths.
According to police, Burks was shot and killed at this apartment complex in Ypsilanti Township. 3 teenagers were hurt in the same shooting and 1 died. They were Cadessa Anderson's boys.
The gun violence to stop. It really does. And protect your babies.
Anderson's son Dallas was only 16. His 2 surviving brothers are 14 and 19 years old.
And if we can have an applause for the families who are here and who weren't able to attend, we appreciate your courage.
One of the moms missing from. She lives in Alabama, but she says her son Jason was shot and killed when he was driving on I-94 in Lima Township back on June 21st.
Had I known, I probably would have made a trip up there to be there today.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Like, what the fuck? Someone must be reporting me, for sure. This crazy. Hate on me. Hate on. Go ahead. It's okay. There ain't no way. I keep getting kicked out, y'all. Keep reporting it. For bringing awareness? That's crazy work to me. It's okay. It's okay. We almost done anyway. My lunch break's almost over. But that says a lot about whoever that character is. Keep reporting it for bringing awareness to the people. That's weird. That's weird. YouTube, you should make us be able to see our viewers, just like on Facebook, who views our stories. Just a, idea. Maybe I'll take a patent it on that, and we can, everybody would love that, and I think you can make some money off of it. Shout out, hit me up in my inbox, YouTube, cause let's talk about it. And yeah, I gotta take credit for this one if you do move along with it. But look, let us see our viewers. Let us see our bush watchers. Because this shit ain't cool. This shit ain't cool. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You motherfuckers might keep reporting my shit because you're a hater. Hold the fuck up. You're a hater. I love it. Must be doing something right in my motherfucking country voice. And you're pissing me off now. They have a problem because they don't want awareness brought because they're evil. They're weirdos. It's crazy work, y'all. Real motherfucking crazy.